But it seems like a lot of people they're gathering at the Atari Merdeka. Yeah, so let's check it out.
いっぱいマレーシア人いるから日本語で It's kind of harsh, but I want to tell them don't complain about Malaysian accent.
この水が出てるの曇りみたいなやつ。普通のあれじゃないそう普通の水じゃない
水です。
水です。いやーすごいねこの水そうだよね普通は汚いんだけど今見えないからまあ綺麗に見えるけどどうしようかな下に行く下に行くじゃあ何語にする
ミックスで
What do you think is challenge for you
In Malaysia?
in Malaysia?
いっぱいマレーシア人いるから日本語でたまに思うのがチャレンジというか、感じることになっちゃうけどなんかグループアサイメントとかするときに人種の人こうアサイメントしないからやりたくないとか結構なんかレイシズム感じることがあって、それは自分の中で結構難しかったなんかアクセプトするのが難しかったからチャレンジだったかな。Is it my answer? Challenge is
A few moments later.
言語か。
天気とか
最初なんかチャイニーズソングみたいじゃない？
チャイニーズソングこれはめっちゃ昔のクラシックなロンパンロンロー Let's go That's a really 懐かしい song Really old But sorry, we're filming right now. I'm sorry I cannot finish this song. So let's continue. Sorry for a little interruption just now of the classic Cantonese song. Alright, let's continue. What about the language barrier?
For me, I don't know any Malay, so the first time I came to Malaysia, I don't know any Malay. So let's say in a restaurant, you want to order something but you don't know Malay, imagine, it's kind of difficult, right?
The chicken, we only had the chicken breast. Is it okay for you? Chicken breast?
Yeah, chicken breast. Say what?
Oh, chicken breast, you don't know. It's... Oh, macam mana?
You can speak English, but they will just reply you in Malay. Yeah, they can understand English as well.
That's why, so about Malay language is kind of hard for me, and also like some people it have difficult, strong accent. I might not understand sometimes too.
Will this be a really big challenge that we will trouble your life in Malaysia?
It's been already 4 years, right, for me. So not really, because like I can already order in Malay. So for me, if I practice, then no problem already. So I'm enjoying now.
Okay.
I'm now enjoying to learn new language.
Your English was so very Malaysian style.
Yeah lah.
Something you want to share?
About the security, I want to share, but I'm not sure. So he gonna translate for you guys. 部屋の中を歩いてて、引き出しとかガタガタガタみたいな言ったのよ。For me as a Japanese student, I try to very be close with Japanese students because if you only like hang out with Japanese friends, maybe like you cannot improve yourself if you are overseas. I think it's a challenge also.
You need to communicate with the local people. If not, why you're studying abroad?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? Like me back in Japan, I'll hang out with Japanese friends. I mean, sometimes doesn't really go well because, as you know, Japanese it's not easy to really be friend with them. It's not easy. But I need to do that, right? Alright. Okay, last questions.
Okay.
In the future, will you go back to your home country or will you stay in Malaysia? And if you do so, why?
I'm gonna back to my country first because for improving my career as a Japanese, I think I need to work at Japan first. And then after like I got some experience in Japan, I hope I can come back here again.
You mean come back to work or in what kind of form?
I think we have only way to work here. And as a maybe like no choice, right? So yeah, I'm gonna find a job here.
So which means you want to go back to Japan for your career first, and then maybe a few years after, you will consider yourself to work in Malaysia. Any suggestions or things you want to tell the Japanese who are interested to study abroad or maybe working in Malaysia?
It's kind of harsh, but I want to tell them don't complain about Malaysian accent. Because actually, I know in Japan, right, they actually really consider about like English accent. So when they come here, like if they cannot improve their English skills, they always say like because of Malaysian accent I cannot understand. So it's not the point. I think they need to improve like their vocabularies, local culture, and they need to understand more about local as well. So yes, that's what I'm saying.
So what about rental? What about renting in Malaysia? Because I heard a lot of foreign students also having trouble when they're renting a place in Malaysia. What about you?
Okay, good question. I got overcharged too.
How much?
Yeah.
Like why you think it's overcharged?
Because they charge me like 400 ringgit for AC service.
Aircon service?
Eco service for actually there is 2 of us, 1 unit, then 2 of us pay each, so total was 800 ringgit. AC service. Then actually I got a trouble with my AC in my room. Then actually I asked them to fix it up for me. Then what my landlord said was this aircon service fee is not for me, my future tenant.
You are not supposed to be the one who pay.
No, I mean like they say the AC service fee is for my future tenant fee, so I cannot get a service. So I need to pay extra.
Extra? Although you're paying,
Even we pay 800 ringgit already.
I'm not sure, but for me, right, usually it's like 200 something or 300. 400 is kind of like maybe expensive, or maybe I'm using the cheap one, I'm not sure.
But 800 ringgit for
Two.
2 person for 1 unit is expensive, right?
Yeah, I think it's kind of
Then
expensive.
I feel AC fee is we supposed to not pay. It's not our responsibility, right?
Well, it depends on the contract.
Oh.
If the contract say like you should bear the cost, then of course you need to bear.
Because my friend, she's Malaysian, is living at the exactly same condominium, same room, and also same agent. But our contract is different.
Wow.
For her, she don't need to pay.
I see.
But for us, we need to pay.
What about the down payment? For you to rent the place, like how much you pay?
For 3 months, we need to pay.
3 months. So usually I think in Malaysia it's 1.5 plus 1 month. It's 2.5, usually 2.5. So you pay
Yeah, 3 months.
3 months. Okay. The agent or the landlord explained to you what's that money for?
They say just deposit.
Did they state like, okay, when you can get it back, how you can get it back?
Last time it's happened, it was 2 years ago actually. After I left my house, there is no problem. But the landlord didn't give me back the deposit. I actually asked him like, hi, when can you pay me back? Can you pay me back because my room has no problem? He broke my WhatsApp.
Wow.
So he didn't pay me back at all. I lost 3,000 ringgit.
Wow, that's tragic.
Right.
For newcomers, what would you recommend them instead of accommodations?
Maybe they need to talk with agent properly before they have before they sign the contract. Also, they need to check the contract with local friends if you have, because they can see like if there is belong or no. Also, you must keep your contract, then later you can check and you can refer when you discuss with landlord.
Okay, let's say a student, would you recommend them stay with the school first? Or is there any rules?
Some school they require the student to stay at hostel for like first year, like I think 6 months or first year. Yeah, I think if they are really first time to come Malaysia, it's very good to stay at the student hostel. Maybe they can stay at condominium because student hostel is kind of expensive.
That's how kind of like the school how to make
Right.
money. Would you recommend any like area or what kind of condominiums?
I think you should not live around Sebanjir area because it's expensive. Also, you should find a condominium which has very good security guard.
For Japanese or anyone who is interested to stay in Malaysia for working or maybe study abroad, take this advice. Yeah, back in Japan, I also recommend people stay with the dorm first, stay with your school first, and then you're only considering living alone. Yeah, because in that way you know the market more. You're not paying any extra, although you're paying a little bit more to the school first, but it's still your school, right? So yeah, give or take, it depends on you. Yeah, that's all. What do you like about Malaysia?
Really like it. Yeah, as I said in my first video, I was touched by the kindness of Malaysian people, right?
好き系嫌い系
嫌い系とまでは言わないですよ。まあまあそんなに好きじゃないですよ。並ぶしめちゃめちゃ疲れる。並んでる、しかも入場料高いし、あとテーマパーク内でお水買ったら100、200円とかめっちゃ高い。物価があそこだ。200
は足りないでしょ。300くらいじゃない